Hi guys, I'm Jamie the Spirit Coach and I am here to give you guys a general reading. Welcome Aries. This message is going to be for you. Please keep in mind that this is general, so it may or may not resonate for you at this time. So only take what does, okay, and leave what doesn't. Even if it's one word, one sentence, one card, it doesn't matter. If it's for you, it's for you, and if it's not, it's not. Feel free to check out your sun, moon, or rising sign, as there may be more to your message in one of those readings as well. Also, Aries, I am now posting extended readings over on Patreon. So at the end of this reading, if you're interested in watching the extended, you can go ahead and click in the description box below where you will find the link for that Patreon community. So, Aries, I have already pre-shuffled and pulled your tarot cards to save on some time for these readings. And what we're going to be looking at is your most recent past, your current present energy, and the upcoming energy, your, upcoming future, the near future. And I want to start these messages out by pulling an animal oracle message. Let's see what animal is working with you during this time, what animal spirit is guiding you, okay? If you may notice that you're seeing representations of this animal around you during this time, Aries, kind of offering guidance and support, okay? So for Aries, spirit guides, angels, what can we get for the Aries collective energy? What animal spirit is Aries working with during this time? Feel free to hit that like button, guys. Give me a follow if you haven't already, or comment down below how the reading's resonating. I love to get that feedback from you guys. It touches me so much. So here we go. What animal message for Aries spirit? Can we get one card? One animal message for Aries. What animal energy are they working with? All right, mouse spirit, tend to the small things. And that makes a lot of sense with the energy that's come out in your current energy right now. I think your focus is more channeled to the little day-to-day things in life versus big grand scheme, right? We're going to read from this book real quick on this card, but I truly feel like that's where your energy is being channeled during this time, like just going over the small little details. Where is it at? Can't find it. Oh, here we go. Okay, mouse spirit. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and mouse spirit calls for you to notice the nuances and fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals or pursue your dreams, it's easy to forget the importance of clear communication, tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they're unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says something doesn't feel right. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've too readily dismissed as nothing big or nothing special? Mouse spirit reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think, so look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. Yeah, so really slowing down and taking your time right now is a strong message. I don't know if you're dealing with any mice or if mice are showing up around you, but that's what they're reminding you of. When you do see that mouse symbol, stop, take a moment, express gratitude, go within for just a few minutes, Okay, so with your first cards out, we have in your most recent past, Aries, we had the Three of Fire, and then we have the Spiritual Strength card. So what I did for these readings is I took two tarot decks, and mixed them together. So we have this big giant stack of tarot cards. We're using the Good Tarot as well as I think it's the Psychic Tarot. So, Three of Fire and Spiritual Strength. So in your recent past, Aries, I feel like you were passionately pursuing something that required like an incredible amount of perseverance from you, right? Like I feel like it took an incredible amount of willpower for you to see this thing through, right? Because Three of Fire, this is like normally in traditional tarot, it would be the Three of Wands, and that's like setting out on a new maybe project or a new activity, a new hobby or something. It was something new for you, right? And you went towards it. You started working with it and came to realize that it was, it required a lot of you, you know? So, but I feel like you like got through this energy so magnificently, you know? If you look at this spiritual strength, it may not have even been things that were like physically burdensome, but more so mentally or emotionally, you know? It was a heavy mental and emotional load is what I'm getting. I kind of want to see what else the spiritual strength card says, because I mean, a lot of these cards in this deck are similar to regular tarot cards, but others do have some of their own meanings with them. So, but they're organized by color, so hopefully I'll find it quickly. Yeah. So you were needing encouragement during that time in your recent past, right? And having to be reminded that you can complete whatever you put your mind to. It represents courage, discipline, stability, persistence. You may be feeling tired or weary right now from that struggle, but like, I think you really had to tap into like your inner willpower to push through, to see this thing through. So it says you've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, you're wiser and stronger for it. So the enlightenment you've gained is an invaluable resource. Okay? So yeah, then we come into your current energy, Aries. And your current energy, it's more, I feel like things are slowing down. You know, you're coming into kind of a slower pace with things. Like, I feel like you completed this, whatever this was, in your recent past. It came to a completion. But it created, like, or it's still creating the birth of something new, I feel. But if you think about birthing something, like a pregnant woman, like, whenever she's in her final trimester, she's required to rest a lot, to nurture herself, to really take good care of herself, really make sure she's well hydrated and eating properly and all these things, so that in the process of the birthing, she has the energy and reserve to get through that, right? So I feel like, because in your current energy, we have fertility with the 4 of air and the 8 of air. So fertility, like I was saying, it's like you're very, very fertile right now, or maybe whatever this was in your recent past you were working on is very fertile. It could be if it's, you know, if it's not like a project or something like that, a job or something, it could be like your relationship even. But now it's become, it's very fertile right now. So there's so much potential and possibility with it in the present. But you're really needing to slow down and kind of look at some things with a fine-tooth comb, right? Like maybe looking over yourself, looking at yourself and kind of seeing where anything might be feeling a little out of balance, or might be feeling like, something doesn't quite feel right? With the mouse spirit, kind of sifting through and seeing if there's anything that's, you know, out of place. So 4 of air is like really needing some rest, a time to slow down, to contemplate things, to like just be present, to sit with yourself, to sit with spirit, to just allow time for like almost like, I'm hearing a void. I don't know why I'm hearing void. Like a void in time. But it's like you're needing to slow down because you're in like this gestational period. And while you're in this slowed down period, you're going to start releasing some of the things that you've gone over, right? You've looked over these things with this fine-tooth comb and you've been able to see, okay, this isn't really working for me right here. So I'm either going to let it go or I'm going to change the way I'm doing this. But 8 of air, normally in the original tarot, this would be 8 of swords. And normally with that depiction, the 8 of swords is like stress, anxiety, fear, like negative thinking. But with this energy in this particular deck, it's more of a positive card. It's more of like you like willingly surrendering, you know, what's not serving you. You know, both of these cards are air energies. So I think like you came from a space of being really in your fire, Aries, like really being in your fire, really charging forward, taking a lot of action. And I think now it's more mental things that you're working with here because of these air energies. But yeah, it's like she's sitting up in the clouds and then she says, you know, I'm going to clean and tidy up here a little bit. I'm just going to clear out some of this clutter here, right? And then that brings us into your near future. And we have the card of temptation and 6 of earth. So temptation is a reminder not to let yourself be pulled or distracted, pulled away, you know, from your intention. It's also a card of being patient, as it is a slower energy. It also talks to me about like, make sure that you're going after things for the right reasons, right? Like, I don't know how to explain that. I just feel like you're you've gained so much spiritual strength, Aries, over this recent past couple of weeks. And like you're coming to this space where you are so much stronger in yourself and really you don't let yourself get pulled away or distracted, right? So this is also too not getting too caught up in the material world. So it's saying the material world is your playground, but you need to be careful not to be attached to outcomes. It's a warning for you to watch for any excess and know what's not healthy for you. And when this card shows up, it's a sign that you are focused on the material realm and need to be aware of any excess or addictive behaviors, either your own or that of others, right? So, especially with those little things that don't quite feel right to you. If I think about the mouse, usually a mouse can be kind of a nuisance, right? Like they can be they're considered pests because they like chew holes in your walls and they, you know, poop all in your house and tear things up and chew through your electrical wires and such, right? So it's like when you first start noticing the signs of a mouse in your home, you want to set out traps, right? To catch the mouse, or, you know, call up pest control, or, you know, even if you're one of those people that, like me, I would capture him and take him to the wild and put him in the woods somewhere, you know? But I guess basically what it's saying is, like, not letting things get, like, to the point that they've become an infestation. It's become out of hand, right? Like, you slow down long enough to pay attention to the smaller things and tackle those little things before they become big things, right? And then Six of Earth, this is like a promise for, like, a hopeful future, a successful outcome, right? It's a balanced energy as well, with it being the Six of Earth, but it's an abundant energy. It's a very calm, sound, like, confident energy. It's almost too, like, with these two cards together, as I look at them, it's like the deer is turning away from temptation, right? Like, saying, I don't need that. I know my value. And I know that will only harm, it's going to hurt me more than it'll help me, right? So if there's any type of, like, subtle addictions or behavior patterns that you have, Aries, you're really being called to look at those things right now as well. But this is unexpected resources, you know, happiness, generosity, surprises. What I have sent forth in love comes back to me many times over. As the generosity of others becomes apparent and unexpected resources show up. The universe is exhibiting its generosity, reminding me that the world is full of pleasant surprises. Inside the pretty package is a tangible aid, a gift from spirit. Just when I was beginning to doubt, I am reminded of the treasures I am entitled to receive that show up at my door. What will I unwrap today? Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Air. So, like, again, like, letting something come to an end, whatever this, I feel like it's something that's tempting you to come out of this, like, I don't know, like, something that's tempting you not to allow yourself to slow down, right? But, or it's even like, what I'm seeing here is when she's letting go of these feathers, like dropping them down, it could be that, you know, something's coming back up even. Something from your past could be coming back up to the surface because she's blowing the feathers, like, up. It's almost like the feathers are dropping on her and she's trying to blow them away from her. Right? See how they come together? So to me, it's like you're currently in this space of, you know, just ridding yourself of anything just that is in this icky energy, this negative, lower vibrational energy, because you've gained so much strength here in whatever this was that you just came out of, right? Okay, so finally, I want to pull, I have a new deck of cards I'm so excited to use, guys. It's the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So we're going to pull a final message for you, Aries, from this Oracle deck. And what these particular cards represent are ancient symbols that come to help you, right? They help you with healing your past. They help you with understanding your present and also influencing the course of your future. So you can work with the symbols that show up in these cards and really call on this energy. All right? For Aries, spirit guides, what can we get for Aries? An overall message that can help them. What's an overall message? Wow, that happened quick. The Gatherer. That goes so along with your energy, because I feel like the Gatherer, this is someone who goes out and retrieves all of the harvest and brings it into the community so that everyone can partake in it, right? Again, tending to smaller things. The number 3 might be really prominent for you. I have here 33 and 44. You may be seeing those numbers showing up for you, Aries. But I think, again, this is why you're in this, currently in this phase of like slowing down, taking your time with things, like slow in this gestation period, because like, yeah, there's something happening. There's something, I feel like there's like a gathering of something within you, even. Okay, let's see what it says. Before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild of before we collected grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens where the ordinary person sees only barren soil. The gatherer is the provider, the forager, and the gardener who collects roots and vegetables for the long winter when game is scarce. She does not hoard, but she's trusting in the bounty around her. Look at the resources that you have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. This really goes along with this fertility card, right? Like there's something that's going to be birthed here. Everything around you is ripe and it's ready for harvest. Banish the notions of scarcity that have limited your choices or colored your destiny. Pack your food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit that is all around you. Yeah. You're being the gatherer right now. I love that, Aries. I love that for you. So that is all I have for this part of the reading. We are going to go ahead and go into the extended version now, Aries. So again, feel free to hit that like button, guys. Give me a follow if you haven't already, or comment down below and let me know. I'm curious, you know, what is this thing that you guys just recently come out of, and what is birthing for you? Let me know. So if you want, go ahead and hop over to Patreon and I'll see you guys over there. Otherwise, I'll see you again next time. I love you and have a blessed day. Bye.